Okay, today we are going to talk about the Yin-Yang concept. Again, last week we mentioned a little bit. This week we try to get into that deeper. Okay, what's Yin-Yang? Yin-Yang is everything, the concept, everything based on. No matter what, in the whole world, whatever you do, yin and yang. Just like the whole, in your job, you get hired, you lose your job, that's yin and yang right there. That's why when you have a job, don't be so happy, because maybe tomorrow you get fired. Okay, that's yin and yang, okay? When you have the job right now, I expect tomorrow I may be fired. Then when you get fired, you won't get so upset because inside you already know. Anytime I get fired. But if you don't have a job now, don't get so upset because tomorrow you may find a good job. That's why that is called yin and yang within each other. Understand the concept? Yeah.
Well, I think about that. Obviously, you're Chinese. You grow up with that.
Huh?
You grow up understanding yin yang.
Yeah.
We don't.
Why not?
Well, what I mean, it's not something we're taught in school and go over.
All right, then I don't use yin and the word. I use good and bad. Okay, active, passive. Those are yin and yang too. Okay, I use that word, good and bad.
No, I don't mean it that way. I just mean for us to really understand it. Sometimes we got to look or think about it more. Whereas you, it's very natural to you. For us, I have to like always think about it.
Yeah, maybe if I use Chinese term, you don't understand.
It's not necessarily the term, Si-Fu. It's in Western culture, things are more definitive. Up and down.
There's
no down and up. There's no up and down. It's either up or down, and that's it. It's either life or death. There's no life within death, no death within life. In Western culture.
You better look deeper, yes.
If you're religious, there is.
Don't look at the surface, meaning you look deeper.
And that's, I guess, what I'm saying is that it's interesting, but in that way, to you, it's very natural to just, I understand it.
Yeah.
For us, we got to look for what exactly is it, and that's, I guess, what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, as long as you understand what I'm talking about, fine. Then you create some more questions to ask. All right? Now, you understand yin-yang side, right? Yin-Yang side is like a circle. This side all is a black color. One side is all white, but the white within a dark, the black dark. Okay, that's called Yin-Yang side. You see it? Think about this. Only this side, the Yang side. That you can see black is called Yang. You don't see nothing. It's called Yin. All right. This starting here, called Yin within Yang. They call Yang within Yin. Anything you do is not absolutely right. I tell you the truth. No matter what you think you do right, but it's not absolutely. Always something that means Yin within Yang. That is called balance. Okay? In Wing Chun, we based on this concept. Not only Wing Chun, everything is based on this concept. So far, so good? Now that is the starting point. That's starting point. Now there's a starting point for the black color, the active part. Okay, I call this active part. They call it Yang. Okay, in Chinese called Yang, Y-U-N-G, Yang. This in Chinese word called Yin, Yam. Okay, Yam, yeah, in Cantonese. I'm using Cantonese. In Mandarin, they call Yin, Yang. Okay, it's up to you, whatever you use. But that is what my Cantonese language. Understand that point? Yin and Yang, this is Mandarin. But most people call Yin and Yang. That's why Yin and Yang easy for people to understand. But Yang is Cantonese. Okay, now starting this point here, when this starts from 0 to all the way to maximum, the maximum point. That means the edge part from here, from 0 to that power point. Okay, that's half of the motion. Then from here 0 to 100. Now from 100 come back to 0. That's called one motion. You don't think of from here to here is one motion. No. There's only half of the motion, only half circle. Come to here, only half circle. You have to come back to here, come back to 0 is full circle. That's called one motion. Okay, understand the point? Since you have two hands, my hand from 0 to 100, and then from 100 to 0. In that moment, this start from 0 to 100. And this is already 0. This right hand 0, left hand 100. But by the time my left hand come back to 0, my right hand go to 100. That two hands complete in each other, in its own Yin-Yang concept. Okay? Understand that concept? There's a full circle. It's one motion. Okay? Think about this. If I punch the guy, punch him, I cannot keep punching with the same hand. I cannot punch him and bring it back. That's one motion. Then I punch him again. I bring it back. I punch him again. Then I bring it back. That is the hand motion. But if you just one-handed, you will lose a chance. By the time you bring it back, he will kill you. He coming in. But if I coming out, I bring it back. This hand cover the gap. I don't let him come in. This one keep going out. Then two hands always hitting the guy. Both hands are Yin and Yang concept. The rotation. Okay? Understand that point? Now, that indefinite stop is very important. That means when you stop in here, then you start from 0 all the way to 100. But if you stop in here, you start from 2. You're not 0 anymore. Then you're already tightening. You cannot start the full to 100. You start from 2 power, you may come to 80, not 100. Because you're tightening. You're not finished the motion. Okay?
So it's in terms of completion of a motion, but
Yeah. You have to complete the motion before you can start the second motion.
correct. But my
Then the
confusion,
complete motion is 0.
but my confusion is when you talk about that 2.
You're not complete.
How can I start from 2? Because I'm not complete.
When tight, still
Oh, that-
tight. Yeah. Okay.
Well, could it,
Understand? Yeah, not complete to 0, then you start again.
Okay.
could it be that your elbow's in the wrong position that you
Yeah.
started?
In order to every motion start from 0, if you stop in here, you have to go back to 0, then you go up again. Yeah, when you stop in here, you have to go to 0, come back again. That means you make an extra force. That will make your motion slower. Make it the way you generate power slower. Alright? But if you stop too late, you come back like that, you stop too soon here. You're starting here now. The -2, okay? What happened? You cannot start the power. You have to add power to 0 before you start the power. Yeah.
So could that mean that you've made a mistake and that's where you're gonna get hit?
Yeah. That is the why you link to cause and effect cycle.
That's the cause and the effect.
If I know the 0 point, I can see both sides. Okay, then every time I can create, I know this right side, this wrong side, whatever. I can see, I can make it perfect. That's called perfect cause. I have a perfect result. But you stop here, the wrong direction you stop, it's not the perfect, then you won't get the perfect result. That's called cause and effect cycle.
That's why you wanna wind up where you start and where you
Yeah.
finish and where you start and where you finish.
Yeah.
So that means finishing the motion.
That's right. Now that's a function of the yin-yang. If you based on that, when you develop Wing Chun, I want everything go back to 0 before you start. That's why when you develop your motion and power, you got to know there's power, there's motion. Okay, that's two separate forms, yin and yang. The motion and power, if you be able to separate them, then you get 0 point. If you cannot separate motion and power, you won't get the 0 point. Yeah.
So on the center line where you want to be,
Mm-hmm.
does that mean that there's a little bit of room of adjustment for wind up?
Yeah. Wire from 0, that's called wire to this point, and then boom, 100%. That is wire motion.
So wind up always going forward would never go backward? On that?
The concept, motion wise, you talk motion.
Motion wise it's different.
Yeah, but the concept wise, is from 0 wire up to 100.
Okay.
This did not show you the motion, show you the concept only. Okay?
So you touched on motion and power. So power needs motion, motion needs power.
That's right. But if you cannot separate them, you cannot use a motion and power work together. Because you don't know the relationship. Okay, just like I told you guys earlier about the punch. You can try that. I punch, just a motion. Okay, punch it, elbow push and hang out, just a motion without power. Okay, that's it. That's the motion. Now when the motion is smooth, faster motion, faster. Now the power you can see now. The faster motion, now the power come automatically. Okay, now you can separate your motion and power. You can feel it. But in beginning, you try to use power like that. You just see the punch. You feel how you punch, but you don't separate the feeling of the motion and the power. Yeah, then you don't separate the yin and yang right there. That's why you cannot get a 0 point. You cannot control both sides.
So is the motion controlling the power or the power controlling the motion?
Motion is yang. You can see my motion moving. That is yang. Okay? The power, you don't see behind the motion, called yin. Yin, motion and power, it work together. Okay?
So
But
how do
you
you,
get no separator.
so when you do it correctly, the power is being used properly to make
Yeah.
the motion, or you can say the motion is creating the power.
Both.
It's both,
Yeah, both.
as long as if it's balanced correctly.
Yeah. That's why the motion have power within. The power have motion within in order to make your yin within yang, yang within yin.
And then by putting them then in the proper place,
Yeah.
you have the correct motion with the maximum ability of power.
Yeah. Yeah. They call balance.
What can you use the Yin-Yang theory to explain what happens when you're doing punches, both hands, but they're split?
The split.
Yeah, they're not together. They're split.
Then that means the yin thing. You roll both sides, you don't move together. You just roll out, that means yin yang split out. This one don't move, this move. They roll like that won't work. Because this in the one circle, this move, this have to move together. If you just move this side, it's split, then this one move, this one don't move, the whole line will be split out.
So again, you lose that correct or best motion and power
Have to-
combination.
Yeah, have to move together. That's what we call yin within yang, yang within yin. You cannot say just yang or just yin. Active within passive, passive within active. That's why if I can have that skill, I punch it active, punch it boom. By the time you block me, I'll be able to stop myself because I have a passive within my active. But if I don't have the passive within my active, I punch you, you block me, I keep going. Because I have no control, because I'm not balanced. But if I have a active within my passive, when you punch me, I block you passively. But I hold my structure good because I'm active within my passive motion. Your power won't come to me. But I'm just blocking you, I'm not hitting you. I'm negative, that means it's passive. But I'm strong enough, that's called active, strong enough to block you. That's active within passive. Okay? If you're too active, you won't block. You're too passive, you won't block. You have to be balanced. Understand the concept? That's why in Wing Chun, we develop Wing Chun, you have to start from slow motion first. That's why you develop the motion. The motion, slow, you become natural. Slow and natural, remember what I say, okay? Development wise, think about this. Slow and natural equal to smooth and fast. When at the beginning I do so slow, that way I can separate my power and motion, okay? Be naturally, because if I can control it, it becomes natural. The end result, my motion will be so smooth. When I have the smooth motion, the power is making so fast, so exploded. Then come together, slow to fast. That's what I get. Yeah.
Does fast equal powerful?
Momentum, yes. Because power needs momentum. Momentum based on your motion. Okay? Motion fast, you have momentum. Then you get power.
But power is more than just momentum, though, isn't it?
Huh?
I'm just asking.
No, that's what he asked me.
But isn't power more than just momentum?
Sure. The mass.
But it includes
Momentum plus mass. You get power. Okay? Motion have a mass.
Now, when you talk about mass, one word that comes to my mind, and I just want to see if this fits, is intent.
Uh-huh. No, intent.
Intent. Because I don't have any intent, but if I have the intent, everything comes together. And I can.
But the mass is the motion. Motion involves your punch, your fist, called the mass. The motion can carry the power out.
Right.
Without the fist, the power, no matter intent you have no power. Okay? That means the motion and power work together. Motion carry the power out.
Right.
Without the motion, no matter how much power you inside, it won't work. Just like I explained to you last time. Volcano, that's a very good example. The lava underneath the earth, very powerful. Those so intent to kill. But you don't come out to the earth, you won't kill nobody. Useless. But when the lava come out from the volcano, it come boom, you kill the whole area. Okay, that is the what power means. No matter how muscle you are, but you cannot use your power out from your body, won't work.
So it's like dynamic power and static power.
Yeah, you can say that. Well, there's many ways you can explain,
Yeah.
but the concept you got to understand first. Yeah, okay? That's why now, the power invention, motion, I can make my motion smooth. That's a motion, okay? I hold the ball, I just push the ball and then shoot the ball, that's the motion. By the time I shoot the ball, I can go faster, shoot the ball, faster, shoot the ball. Then when the ball hits you, the ball may lock you up. Because the power within the motion created force. Okay, that's called power. But the power, the motion like that, the power, you cannot kill nobody. Only because you can see out my motion. The muscle create the motion so solid right here. You don't go nowhere. That means the volcanoes underneath the earth. Until I can push the power out from the earth. Okay, the lava come out, then you can get the explode power. Understand the point? Understand the point?
Yeah, but I guess I'm also thinking, I'm just thinking about intent as well. I gotta have, but that's also in one of the other principles of Wing Chun as well.
Yeah, but look at this concept is based on
Emotion.
very foundation of the Wing Chun, a relationship between the yin and yang. You understand that, you will develop Wing Chun much better. Because this relate to cause and effect cycle. That means that two concepts linked together. Okay. Later on, this cycle in development that become I Ching. You know what's I Ching, right? I Ching 1 to 2, 2 to 4, so spread them up. The developments like that. That is the small idea you mentioned based on. I have one little idea. Now I put a little idea on top, how to make the idea better. Now when I get the little idea getting better, I try to find another idea on top and make it much better. Then I find another idea on top, make it much better. That's what the function of small idea you mentioned. Example, when I do Wing Chun punch, I just know the motion. Okay, now how we get the motion with power? Now I put the power in the motion, get more power. Okay, now how I get the more power and after I get the punch better is the wall now. I support my body. I put my body in the punch. Okay, that means my body supporting my hand. Okay, now I can do that. Now how can I make it better? Control by my leg. Each time, boom, I controlling. The leg control the body, body control the hand. Okay, now I three structure work together. Now how can I make the punch much better? Now I have to think about the supernova force. How three structure work in a time become a supernova. Understand what supernova, right? Supernova is three ball bounce off, the last ball bounce too high because the supernova force. Okay? The universe. How come all the stars in the earth? They're based on supernovas. One planet explode, that supernova force become a little star, become a little planet. Those are called supernova. Okay? Am I making myself clear? Now how, yeah.
So what Steve was talking about intent, is that sort of like going to target? Is intent going to target?
Everything you have a target. Otherwise, no matter how good your structure, it won't work. I have a gun. If I point a gun here, but not point at you, the gun doesn't help me to kill you.
Right.
The target is you. That's why I have the gun that point at you. Now the gun's useful. Right? My structure, I'm fighting you, I'm pointing you. That's the target. But if I fight you, I'm pointing here, I get killed.
That's another concept.
Different concept.
That's why everything have a target. You have a good structure, you have to have a good target. That in the next subject, I will talk about how you develop this. But today, we talk about this. Now from the Yin-Yang concept, how I tell you earlier, 1 to 2, 2 to 4, that become I chain. The concept's like this, like Yin, solid line, Yang is solid line, Yin is double line like this. Okay, I put this. Now if I put a line like this, and then I will double this side double. Okay, and then put the all line like this, and then like one more. Okay, one more. No, one. This solid. Solid, solid, and the solid, solid, in. Okay, I have an 8 player yet. Okay, now if I add another line, solid line right there, one, oh, I miss. Oh, and now I think, what did I do? Anyway. You add into like that, like you become the combination of I chain. Understand the concept? That's one technique. From one technique, I can double the technique development and become another one. Okay, and another one. They keep on top of each other. That's what development. See, that's why do nothing. One motion is set. In Wing Chun, we don't call that as a motion. That's a technique. If the motion set like that way, it's called techniques. Our motion is flexible. Okay, that is called motion. That's what Wing Chun developed. Like Tanso, you develop Tanso right here, that's maximum. But as soon as I block you, boom, I block here, Tanso can be like this. Okay? Understand what I mean? That means the motion block is not the technique block. How come you have the name of all the techniques, all the motion? Because if I say something, you know what I'm talking about. That's the name of the motion. It's not name of the techniques. I call Jim D. Everybody know I'm talking to him. Tony, everybody know I'm talking to him. Everybody have a name. Okay? Understand what I mean? This is in Wing Chun, in order to learn. Everything have a name, but the name doesn't mean fixed name. I call Tony. Everybody think about him. he can be able to change his name to whatever. He can change the name to call Honey. Okay, later on, this Honey, but he's not Tony anymore. The other guy can call Tony, right? That's the name only. Don't get your idea set or Tan Shao had to be like this, Wang Shao had to be like this. If you think about that, you are thinking technique only.
So you're not thinking function.
Yeah. Just think about the function. Why you do that function in that situation? That's what you develop. Any idea? Any questions? How about you? Any questions? Don't be so
I have a
quiet.
question, Steve.
Yeah.
So when you were going back to starting and finishing,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean you have to, you can still throw a short 4-inch
Yeah.
punch, it's just you gotta know when to start and when to stop.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you have to come right back here.
No, just from
You
here,
have to
relax.
stop. And
And
then,
then tight, relax. Tight, relax.
so it's
Yeah.
gotta start and end, but it doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily have to be like,
But you have to connect together both hands.
right.
Yeah. Otherwise, the circle turn is not too long. You got hit.
Can you say, if you're thinking about the position of where the fist has to start and where it has to end,
Yeah.
you're chasing the technique,
Yeah.
not the function anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the function is where it starts to its maximum tension,
Yeah.
back to its starting point.
Yeah. Now think about this. In the air, motion development have two ways. Everything I tell you have two ways to look at. Motion development is one way. Application is another way. But they all link together, relate to each other. In the air, punch called development. I punch, boom, I let the power go totally, stretch out. And then I develop on the wall back, I let the power compress. Then let the power up. That means two ways, I develop the motion. Then I can apply my punch perfect. By the time I hit you here, I will release the power with the structure. I hit you here, I still release the power. But I won't release in here because there's the power gone already. Then in the elbow area, and from here, I still be able to release the power. Because I know how, when I impact the power, how to release it. Because I practice it, develop this to the wall back. Okay, but if you just do the empty punch all the time, you won't be able to have this function. You won't be able to release the power by the time you contact something.
Can you call this the yin, and when you hit the wall back, the yang of development of the punch?
No, that yin within yang, yang within yin.
Okay. Because you're actually doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand the relationship? The wall back and stick punch in the air, both have to work together. Otherwise, you won't get the right power. All right? Otherwise, you won't be able to put in application.
You want to develop the function.
Yeah. Okay, the punch that's allowed to look into it too. Basic punch like that. Right now, today, I tell you guys how to develop the motion only in the punch. Try again. That's important. Just move your hand. Only the motion. Elbow push your head. This fall up and elbow push forward. 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 Now do a little bit faster. Without muscle, just faster, 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 faster. Now fast, fast, fast. Now the power come automatically. Okay. If your motion develop good, the power come automatically. Okay. If you do the power in beginning, you never can get it together. It becomes tight.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So when we're doing, say, the second form, like Chun Q,
Uh-huh.
there's a lot of motion. There's a lot of, everything's based on position and motion. So is what you're trying to do is to get that part through like slow and then going to a little bit faster. But you're trying to develop function of each motion throughout the whole?
That's why
the whole
Chun
form?
Kill is second form.
Yeah.
If you don't develop the first form right, the second form is useless. You can do the motion,
Right.
but you
Right,
don't
right.
you don't get the function.
Yeah, so you're looking to develop function through the form.
Yeah, you can digest the first form and make it right, everything good. You understand it. Now you do the second form, everything there. And then when the second form, it helps you to refine your first form.
Oh, this is what you talked about before, going back,
Yeah.
and back, and
Yeah.
forward, and then back, and
But if you try to learn first form in 1 week, second form in second week,
Right.
you never get anything. Okay, that means you need to build a high storage. You have to get the foundation first. The foundation is good, you can build many stories up. But if you have no foundation, you cannot build nothing. Okay, you can dream, oh, I can live in the penthouse on the 15th floor. You can dream about it, but can you build the 15th floor without foundation? No. Okay, that's why Wing Chun, you can be doing right Wing Chun or the dreaming Wing Chun. There's two ways you look at it too. Don't be a dreamer, be a reality. Learn the reality part. Everything is based on the same, I tell you. If you understand Wing Chun, that helps you in life. Everything apply Wing Chun concept, you're good. Go home, develop the punch without muscle. Do slow first, just the motion. Okay? I did. The later get it faster. The power come automatic. Okay? That is the way you develop. Don't try to get power in the beginning. Any question, Nancy? Huh? No? Steve?
It's a confusion because sometimes, and I was thinking Thursday, there's some functions that when they refine, they're better than others. And I know you're talking about there's doing Wing Chun right, and there's also bad habits Wing Chun. And maybe I'm answering my own question.
That's why I tell you the same. If you know the 0 point, you know right side, back side, what's right, what's wrong. You know it. Now you can take your side. I want to do the right side. But you stand not in the 0 point, you take side. You stand on the wrong side, you keep doing wrong way. You stand the right side, hopefully you will go the right way. But you don't know what's wrong, that won't help you do right. Because right side, you have the wrong side within. That means you want to do right, you have to make mistake. Mistake is wrong. Then you can do right. If you think, oh, keep doing what I do, it should be right. No. But yin and yang have to be balanced. The more mistake you make, the better result you got. Understand the concept?
I do, but
Right, but you gotta have the right within.
Yeah.
If you don't have the right within and it's only
Yeah,
wrong,
that's
then
right.
again, it's just wrong.
right
Yeah.
within wrong and wrong within right.
Yeah, that's why you have to, in the 0 point, you know that's right side. I go in there, but you don't forget the bad side, the wrong side. The wrong side with you.
see, Tony, there is a reason why I ask people to do it wrong.
So they learn what is right.
Just remember, there's no such thing all perfectly right. Perfectly right is you do perfectly in that moment. Get it right. Maybe it's the same thing you do in that moment. In the another situation could be wrong. That's why you gotta understand what's right, what's wrong in that moment. If I tell you, you're good, because in that moment you do everything good, you're good. If you think I tell you good, you think, oh, I'm happy, I'm good, then you quit. That's no good. Understand what I mean? But in that moment, yeah, you do good, I tell you you're good. But maybe the next day, you do the same thing to some people. It's not good. But I did not tell you because I did not see it. But you have to judge in your mind what's good, what's bad, because based on how you do, you get to know good and bad all the time. The balance point. Understand that one? Okay, any other question?
Okay,
I talked too much already. Yeah.
Question. Okay, so you're doing your punches, you relax, you're getting natural power,
Uh-huh.
maybe throw like maybe 200-300 or something,
Yeah.
and you're extended. Then you go to your wall bag,
Uh-huh.
and you're not gonna go as far now.
Yeah, it's
How
still
hard do you wanna hit the wall back?
hard enough you can handle.
And how many punches? do
In
you
the
want to throw
beginning,
till it
just
hurts?
everything, light touch the ball back first.
Right.
Just the motion touch. Touch enough, you get solid enough, then you touch harder. Same thing, same principle. Don't hit the wall back in the beginning with the full
Right.
force.
No, okay, and then you kind of just feel
Yeah.
it, because you don't wanna hit it too
Yeah,
hard.
always start from slow. Remember, I say slow and natural.
Okay.
That's the beginning. And then you will be fast and smooth.
Okay.
Remember that. That's the basic concept. Do everything slow and natural. If you are not slow, you won't be natural. Okay? If you are not smooth, you won't be fast. They all link together.
Okay, one more question. So a little
Yeah.
idea that Silam Tao,
Uh-huh.
that leads to I Ching, which is everything. Goes back
Everything
to
based on
one,
that.
right? So,
Now, from now on, whatever I teach in Wing Chun based on this. That's the basic concept in Wing Chun. Yin and Yang. Okay, that's the basic concept. That's why everything have two way you look at it. Okay, understand? Don't just look at one way, otherwise you don't get the balance. You look at the right way, also you got to look at the lousy way. Good and bad, you have to know, then you get it perfect.